And then economic empowerment. I have seen what poverty can do to a family. Our children that are prostituting, do you go and be a prostitute with a poor man? How much will he give you? Remember our Delilah story. When you are economically incapacitated, I am telling you, listen, do not let your child look at you one day and say, Daddy, I love you, but may I never be like you. Mommy, I love you, but may I never be like you. You are the reason for my pain. I have a past today I'm ashamed to tell people, and it was because of your irresponsibility. When Kofi Annan was UN Secretary General, he made a statement that I want to make reference to. It was during Children's Day. He came up and he said, let our children not suffer the consequences of our carelessness. As for me, I've made up my mind to be economically empowered for myself and for the work of the kingdom. If you don't believe in it, save Johnny. May your revelation bail you out when you are in the lion's den. But as for me, I have made up my mind. I know what it means to be in a realm of lack and incapacitation, and I know what it means to have the privilege to be able to be a blessing. The choice is yours. But as far as I'm alive and as far as I have the privilege of leading this ministry, I can tell you, nobody will climb this altar to advocate poverty. No. If poverty were good, some of it would be in the presence of God, because everything in his presence reflects glory. Among the many things mentioned in his presence, we do not see poverty there. Africa has embraced a theology that has brought, look at many of our young men. Now, you see, it's easy to condemn these guys and say, oh, they are into Yahoo, they are into prostitution. Most times we address the symptoms and we don't go to the root. Everybody wants to have a sense of destiny. Did you hear what I said? Every young man wants to get to a point in his life where he knows, I have taught you 6 fundamental needs of every man. Number 1, security. Number 2, variety. Number 3, love and acceptance. Number 4, significance. Number 5, growth. Number 6, impact and contribution. And every time people feel left out of life and destiny, they will invent any formula. All this talk we are saying, stop Yahoo and stop. I will never promote all those demonic things, but I'm saying we are addressing symptoms. By the time a lady is watching her mother die and she needs 9.5 million naira to go and send her to India for treatment, in the presence of pain, anything looks like an option to be considered. Are we together? Let me challenge anybody here. If you don't have a job, start working on yourself. Don't sit down and say the government is not giving me a job. The government cannot employ everybody. Let me just tell you the truth. It does not matter what government is in power. The government cannot give everybody a job. And corporations right now want to maximize profit. So if they can downsize 50 people and bring in IT, apps, and all kinds of technological advantages to increase don't blame them. We need innovation, we need intelligence, we need to sell the idea of productivity and investment. 2 things that the young people must learn in Nigeria: the power and the value of productivity. I am gifted is not productivity. Productivity. I am a graduate is not productivity. Are we together? I met a woman in Lagos. I've shared the story here. This woman got into White House and all her business is to sell, we call it in Nigeria, bean cake, moi moi. That's what took her to the White House. She's met the who and who's of the nations because of that. What God has placed in your hand, if you can take it serious, why should I believe in something you don't even believe in yourself? There are people today who have built houses frying akara. I know you laugh at them. They packaged it well, and what you will buy for 100 naira, you now buy for 3,000 because they gave it value. That's what productivity is. Do you know that in many circles in Africa, once people die, it's not even the burial that is the issue. The arguments that start from day one. As if everybody was praying and hoping for the person to die. I made up my mind right from when I was way younger than this, that in the name of Jesus, I would never live my life trying to say, oh, let my parents have the tea and bread and so that you, what kind of a life is that? And let me tell you something, it is a curse to let your children start from the ground. Not with what you are hearing. Make up your mind that my children will never have to start from the ground again, no matter the price I have to pay. It is selfish to make decisions today that you do not think of the consequences to your children and your children's children. Tonight's teaching is hard, but just endure it. You will tell me thank you. In the name of Jesus, happy independence. Yes, sir. This is what love can do. Insist that you must be transformed. Someone is listening to me now who needs this message. Perhaps some politician somewhere listening to me who needs this message.